What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Hypepod with your boy, Willie Hype. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let's just start off with a little background on me. Born and raised in Long Island, New York. Gorgeous place if you ever want to visit. It's a nice vacation to take the fams or whoever you want to take. Beaches everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And the beaches are absolutely gorgeous. Right now it's overpopulated. If you're going to ask me, it's just a small island, like goddamn. And Long Island, New York is not the city, by the way. Every time I say I'm from New York, they automatically think I'm from New York City, and I'm not from New York City. I'm from Long Island, two completely different worlds. But the reason I moved out like 3 years ago is because it was just so expensive. I just had to move somewhere, so I ended up moving to Dayton, Ohio, and from there it was great. First time I moved, I didn't even expect just moving to a different state within America that it could be such a culture shock, honestly. Like, I was like, yo, it is different, like different than New York. I was so taken back, like the way they speak, talk, the food was different. I'm so used to New York food and all the different things I could get out there. Then when I got out to Ohio, I'm like, yo, they really love their chili, like Skyline chili. I still didn't eat that shit because I am not eating no damn chili. But other than that, like, yeah, the food's alright. But I definitely like living here. It's definitely laid back and chill. But reason why I left New York is just the rent just too high. I couldn't live there like as a young man. Like moving out the first time, man, apartment was like $2,100. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do $2,100 a month. I don't know who could do $2,100 a month at 18 or 19 or 20. I don't know who the hell could do that, but God bless you. But why I started a podcast? I just needed a vent, to be honest with you. Like, I just needed a place to talk, get my thoughts out, and just speak my piece, honestly. I feel like I have a lot of wisdom. I've been through a lot of shit, and I could give just give like what mistakes I made, so yeah, I don't have to make the same mistakes I did. But it's just gonna be a lot of topics, a little bit about myself in this podcast. I'm gonna talk about music, sports, cars, honestly, like anything. Skateboarding if you want, life advice, like just little advice if you need help with something, just like anything really. But you can email me at williejack14@aol.com about any topics you want to go over. But, we could just get into a little story time right now. So I'm just going to get a little story time. But the reason for the story time is, like, people, like, they always say I got anger issues. Like, well, I got a lot of shit to be angry about. So that's what she said. That's why I got anger issues. But, I'm telling a little story about how it just manifests over time. And each podcast gonna have a little story time segment for it. But real quick, so I was definitely younger than 15 years old, and I don't know if I was in high school yet. It could have been the summer of going to high school, I'm not sure, but it was probably around 4th of July. I was chilling, I was playing 2K, and I know these people about to have a bonfire, and I was like, shit, I should go. So I went to this bonfire, I skateboarded there. I skateboarded everywhere back then. Like, if you saw Willie, he probably was on a skateboard. So I went over there, and, everything was cool. They had a bonfire in the back. They were chilling, had food, drinks, whatever. I mean soda, not because I was 15. I ain't trying to get no one in trouble. They had soda and shit. So I was chilling. It was roasting marshmallows, white people shit. Oh, just to let you know, the landscape is all white people. I might have been the only black kid there. I'm not 100% sure about that. Might have been another black kid, but I highly doubt it. So I went there, and I'm laying in the back at first in the backyard, and the person's house he came in the back and he was like, yo, we need to get some wood for the fire. Yo, like, like come through, whatever. And he was just like getting a group of people. And then I went with him and a bunch of other white people. And we went down this road, right? The road is pitch black. You can't see nothing. And we get to this house like by 3 houses down the block from him, not even. And we get to the house, and there was a bunch of wood right in the front yard, like, and one of the guys tried to creep up and approach the house, and all of a sudden, boom, all the lights came on. I was like, oh shit. Instantly I ran, and my black senses like went crazy. I just ran down the block, and everyone else ran down the block. So I went straight into the backyard. Once we got back to this house, I went straight in the backyard. I was on this long beach chair. I was laying on the beach chair like, damn, that shit was crazy, man. Man, I don't even know y'all was stealing wood, honestly, man. I don't even know what the hell's wrong with y'all. So not even like 8 minutes go past. Tell me why. All I hear is just commotion, just yelling and arguing. I'm like, what the hell is that? I just hear yelling. And I think I heard like, where is this nigga at? Where is this nigga at? I'm like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I look to my right, and I just see this white hand flying towards my face. I was like, oh shit, before I even could react to it, pow. This lady smacked this shit out of me. Hold on, let me give you the landscape. She was about 40. I really couldn't get a good look on her because she slapped the shit out of me, and she slapped the shit out right into the eye, my eyeball. Like, I couldn't see shit in the eyeball. The shit started swelling up. But this lady smacked the shit out of me so hard. She was about like 40. I was 15 at the time, and she smacked the minor. But I don't even think she knew I was a minor because I was 6'2", and I look older than I really was, I guess. But shit, I was 15. Like, come on now. I ain't but that stupid. So she slaps the shit out of me, and I felt every single ring she had on. It's like before she came over there, this lady put on every single ring she had on, or every ring that she had on, and threw it on her fingers, and came over there and like, I don't slap the shit out of some black kid. You know what's crazy about the whole situation? White people love the stereotype all the time, saying like, oh, you turn the light off in the room, where did that black kid go? Where Willie go? Ah ha ha. But I told you, the whole road was pitch black. So when I started running, everyone started running. How the hell you see my black ass? Honestly, how do you see my black ass in that pitch darkness? Please let me know. But besides the fact, she saw only me, apparently, because only me got slapped. Only me got yelled at. And after she slapped me, she's like, don't you nigger ever even touch my shit again. You know what funny part is? I wasn't even near her house. I didn't touch no goddamn wood. I didn't even know what was going on, to be honest with you. And she just went off on me, calling me the N-word, mad over and over with the ER. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So after that happened, I have no clue where the lady went. She probably went back to her house. But everyone like looked at me like, oh shit, Willie, you good? And I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not good. I just got slapped. My eyes swollen. And I think someone gave me an ice pack. I'm like, what's that going to do? And honestly, it seemed like they did not know what to do. As white people, they didn't know what to do. I'm surprised the cops wasn't called. But the cops probably would have been called if I slapped the life out of that lady. If I had hit that lady back, I swear to God, I probably would have got 10 years. 10 years in jail for hitting her. Assault. Even though she hit me first and I'm a minor. But just because I'm black, probably, honestly. But, you know, I was like, this shit, I'm going home. So I went home. I was pissed, man. You ever been so mad where you just tearing up? Like, my eyes was watery. I was pissed. I was punching the air. I was like, God damn. Ooh. Like, I didn't want to say I hate white people, but after that night, man, I made sure I was not the only black kid. I need my peoples around me after that night, because if there was some black people there, if my peoples were there, if my family was there, that lady would have got knocked the fuck out. She would have probably got jumped, honestly. I still can't believe till this day nothing happened to that lady. I don't know what happened that day. I don't know if she got in trouble. I don't think she did. I didn't hear nothing after that day. It was some straight up bullshit. My eye was swollen. Like, you don't even know how I felt. I felt like so down. I didn't hate my skin color, but it really made everything harder. And it just made me realize I have to be 2 times better than my white counterpart. Like, I had to be better than the white people at my school. I couldn't make no mistakes. I couldn't make the same mistakes they made, because I could end up in jail, hurt, violence towards me, and it just sucked, to be honest. Like, I was in high school. No, I wasn't even in high school, I don't even think, and that shit happened to me. But let's switch up the notes. I'm just letting you know, just vent, because I don't even think I really told that story like that. I think I just try to forget about it when it happened. But let's get into some topics right here. Let's swing some things. Actually, wait. Before I get into these topics, I just want to say something real quick. I hear this all the time. People always like, oh, I want to do this. Let's just say I want to be a rapper, or someone want to say, oh, I want to be a basketball player, NBA, or I want to freaking write like anything, like, I don't know, newspapers. It could be literally anything, a new job. People's like, oh, I want to quit this job, get a new job, anything. People love to say that, but they never do it, or never try to do it. Sometimes if you really want something in life and you have a passion for something, you just got to start. And don't make the excuse you don't have the equipment, you don't have things, you don't have the money to start it. Honestly, our phones could do most of this shit. Honestly, you got an iPhone, you could do anything you want. All the information is there on the webs, the podcasts, the internet, Google, YouTube, like whatever you listen to shit on, you could figure out some information to better yourself and to get you towards your goal. So never make an excuse you can't do something. You just got to put your mind to it, and you got to be a go-getter. Can't just keep making excuses. And then when all this time passes, you're like, what, you going to tell your kids, oh man, I could have done this, I could have done that. Nah, forget that. Your kids don't want to hear that. If you didn't try, like, at least try and fail. Just fail. Like, don't be scared to fail at something or sound stupid. Like, people are so scared to fail, they won't even think of doing their dreams, which is really sad to me, honestly. I tried everything. I don't care. Like, if I had a passion for something, I absolutely tried it. I got as much information as possible as I needed. And I'm coming out with music. Like, right now, I'm just honing my skills, getting my sound down, my flow. And I'm going to be coming out with music, but I'm definitely going to take my time on it so it sound best as possible. But I just wanted to say that, like, if you got a passion, just go after it. Don't be scared. And I heard that one time at a podcast, like, I think it probably was last year, someone said that. He's like, you got something, just start and do it. And you know what? That's all I've been doing since then. I just been gathering information and trying to figure out how to do this stuff. And now I'm doing it. I have no excuses no more. Yeah. So I'm going to swing off to a very easy topic, nothing crazy, just to start off the podcast. Judging a book by its cover. Like, you know, when you see someone, you judging them already, and that's pretty normal for a human being to do. Like, you see someone, obviously you're gonna have a reaction to how they look or how they dressed or how they sound. But the problem is, what people go wrong with judging a book by the cover, they don't give that person a chance to actually show them who they really are. They just assume a bunch of shit, and that person would have a really hard time to turn that person thought process into a positive thing if they're a positive person. Let's just say cops, in instance, like, you know, when they're driving, they see like this black guy in a BMW. Nice BMW, just black guy, just chilling. You know, he might have a chain on or two. And they judging. I know they are. Because they have to. They're cops. They got to look for suspicious people all the time. And they probably seen a couple of times the dude that's driving the BMW with a gold chain on. Probably five times out of 10, he's a drug dealer. But the other 5, he's not. He's just a normal dude that did right in his life, and he want to splurge a little. He want to get a BMW and a fucking chain. But in their eyes, they got to go with the other 5 and make sure he's not a drug dealer. So they will find any way to pull that motherfucker over. And best you sure they will. And they'll find any way to search his ride anyway. They don't care if they